Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I'm here today to do a flip through of some of my newest journals for my Etsy shop. These will be listed in my Etsy shop this evening, and I have 4 journals that are all the same more or less. So the same meaning they're the same size, they have the same papers. They were done the same technique and embellishments, but there are a few differences, so I'm going to just quickly show you. This is how it will look completed. This is the red, and it's Inspire on the front here. Okay. This is the gold, and it says Believe. This is Dream, and it's pink. And this one says Explore, and it's purple. Okay, so those are the 4 colors. And now this is what the book will look like finished, and also I'm going to tell you about them and how they were created. Starting on the covers, I used about 8 different napkins or so and did decoupage. And I've done that on cardstock and then reinforced with chipboard, and then I've sewn along the edges for extra durability. Plus I also like that texture. They've been covered and sealed with an acrylic finish. I've used gold leaf paint on here. I've stenciled some leaves. I've also collaged butterflies and some die-cut book plates here from my personal collection, and the wreaths and leaves as well. Each has a wax seal of a tree, and they've all got this bling. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but there's gold bling along the edges. They all have coordinating ribbons and fibers for closures. I would have made these much fatter, but I wasn't able to close the book. I tried. This was as many as I could fit to keep it comfortable to open and close. Okay, and so I've also got some rhinestones on here. They all have an antique button with lace to close, and you can see to close, oops, sorry, you just tie it. That's if you want to keep it closed. Okay, and then trims. Each one, like I said, has a book plate that has the word on there. Now if you want yours to say a different word, I can change this. That's not a problem at all. Just let me know, message me if that's something that you would like to have. That is never a problem for anything in my shop. Okay, so, and then also these books measure just about 8 1/4 by 5 and maybe 5 1/2. And then the width is, if I squish it, about 1 inch if I squish it. There is a lot of room to journal. I'm trying to be creating more journals that, oh, this came off. I'll have to fix that. Trying to create more journals with pages that are less decorated, so that whoever receives these books can do their own journaling, and I'm just embellishing less, and also to make them more affordable. I know some of my journals can get expensive, so I wanted to make sure that I had a price range, and so these will be in that category. So, and then on the back I've got ribbons, and then I added a pretty durable twill. I don't know if you can see, it's woven, and it's a sturdy sort of trim. It's not ribbon, it's thicker than that. It's meant for durability, so as you're writing, you know, the napkin is fragile even though it's been coated, and you can see it's been coated. This is just going to catch the book for to just add more life to the book. So, oops, sorry about that. Okay, so here we go. Inside on the cover, you've got some butterflies, some embossed paper and labels, some more trim, and just a nice little pocket with all journaling tags, places to put pictures, etc. I've given each book one piece of vintage watercolor paper. This is actually from an artist, probably from the 30s, and I just found all these cool art books. This was one of them. So everyone has a piece of that. It's nice and sturdy. You could do acrylic paint on here. You could even do oil paint on here if you felt that you would like to do that. Of course, any felt tip pen, any watercolor, marker, any type of medium like that would be perfect for this paper. So that's kind of fun. I added in these books a lot of papers for journaling, just to make sure that you had places to document anything you'd need to document. And then of course I did add some scrapbooking papers, some digital papers from my collection. You have white and ivory or cream colors to journal on, and then you've got some decorative papers. This is Anna Griffin. Of course, my vintage trims from the 60s. I love these. They just add character. Embroidered trims. Trying to stay within the fall theme. This would be a really pretty book to document Thanksgivings. Any type of fall adventures that you have. Obviously for me would be just the nature. I live in Florida, so I miss the fall seasons dearly. Although we do have our own fall here, it's just very subtle. Okay, so you can see all the pages for journaling, note-taking, bird watching, planning. I recently sold a book for a bride. They are they like the fall and camping, that sort of thing. This would be really fun to take on a camping trip. You could attach twigs and leaves that you find. Yeah, bird watching, pictures. I love camping, so yeah. This really beautiful chocolate brown papers. I love to use these types of colors, and I very seldom do, so the fall season is fun for me to be able to step out of my frilly pink and do something with a little bit more color to it. So that's what these books are, and I really had a lot of fun making them. I absolutely love decoupaging the napkins and creating that type of art. It's just exciting. So you can see here I have some Edith Holden paper. This is from the month October in her diary, which she and I can show you. She does the nature notes. These are the most beautiful books ever painted, I believe. And my mom had these in her studio when I was a young girl, and so I have them in my studio now, and I absolutely love them. Okay, so this is what you have in your book. And all of these books are the same in terms of papers, scrapbooking papers, extra papers to journal on, the ribbons, the trims, etc. These would be really pretty to do a layout on if you have several pictures that you want to incorporate together. Nice heavy cardstock to withhold any type of pens you may want to use or markers. Scrapbooking papers are more along the vintage feel, although this is Italian stationery. It's the Florentine, oops, sorry about that. And I think it sort of went with the Florentine napkins that I used. So I added some of that. I have some more, it's even prettier, that I will use in more books coming up. And then some parchment paper, some really beautiful, very quality parchment paper. You really could use a quill pen on this. and the ink. And then, okay, so, and here's a bookmark also with this woven. This is a grosgrain ribbon. Different from the green twine one in the back. This is a little bit thinner, but it's nice and heavy duty and will last a long time. Here's some ledger, some more papers all along. This is a book page from a book on Leonardo da Vinci that I'm using in my journals now, which is really cool. And everyone gets one of those. These again would be good for pictures. You know, you have a beautiful scene of some pretty trees, would look beautiful on these pages here. And then of course my French cookbook. This is an omelet with herbs, and this is intact, okay? I'm cutting and folding differently now so you can use the recipe. And some music paper, and then I do have some tea stained cardstock. Again, very sturdy. This would hold leaves very well if you wanted to glue leaves on, or maybe send them through a laminating. Excuse me, you could attach them to these pages. And then some more ledger. And then the end. And the back is more or less the same. Again, has a lot of tags and things. This beautiful moth on the back there, more of my trims, an antique button here, and ribbons, and that's the back. So these will be listed in my Etsy shop, and to just go over them again, you have Inspire, you have Dream, no wait, Inspire, Explore, sorry, Dream, and Believe. So that concludes my journal today. Thank you so much for visiting, and if you have any questions you can leave them in the comment below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.